If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. You never fail until you stop trying. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. When you trip over love, it is easy to get up, but when you fall in love, it is impossible to stand again. Whoever is careless with the truth in small matters cannot be trusted with important matters. Men marry women with the hope they will never change. Women marry men with the hope they will change. Invariably, they are both disappointed. We dance for laughter. We dance for tears. We dance for madness. We dance for fears. We dance for hopes. We dance for screams. We are the dancers. We create the dreams. The woman who follows the crowd will usually go no further than the crowd. The woman who walks alone is likely to find herself in places no one has ever been before. We all know that light travels faster than sound. That's why certain people appear bright until you hear them speak. Few are those who see with their own eyes and feel with their own hearts. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal. Not to people or things. Our task must be to free ourselves by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature and its beauty. The most incomprehensible thing about the world is that it is at all comprehensible. What a sad era when it is easier to an atom than a prejudice. I live in that solitude which is painful in youth, but delicious in the years of maturity. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. It has become appallingly obvious that our technology has exceeded our humanity. Reading, after a certain age, diverts the mind too much from its creative pursuits. Any man who reads too much and uses his own brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. Do not worry about your difficulties in mathematics. I can assure you mine are still greater. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. If people are good only because they fear punishment and hope for reward, then we are a sorry lot indeed. Common sense is the collection of prejudices acquired by age 18. If I had an hour to solve a problem, I'd spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes thinking about solutions. I believe in intuitions and inspirations. I sometimes feel that I am right. I do not know that I am. Life is a preparation for the future, and the best preparation for the future is to live as if there were none. When I examine myself and my methods of thought, I come to the conclusion that the gift of fantasy has meant more to me than any talent for abstract, positive thinking. I would teach peace rather than war. I would inculcate love rather than hate. A man should look for what is, and not for what he thinks should be. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. I believe in standardizing automobiles. I do not believe in standardizing human beings. It is, in fact, nothing short of a miracle that the modern methods of instruction have not yet entirely strangled the holy curiosity of inquiry. He who can no longer pause to wonder and stand wrapped in awe is as good as dead. His eyes are closed. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. Invention is not the product of logical thought, even though the final product is tied to a logical structure. Science can flourish only in an atmosphere of free speech. Hail to the man who went through life always helping others, knowing no fear, and to whom aggressiveness and resentment are alien. A happy man is too satisfied with the present to dwell too much on the future. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. Man would indeed be in a poor way if he had to be restrained by fear of punishment and hopes of reward after death.